This is Larry Henares making your day with part 12 of an article I wrote on the information age. The chapter, The Brightest Star in All the Heavens. Now imagine, all creation is subject to cycles of change. From the earth around the sun, once a year, faster and faster, to your clock and your watch, to the sound that you hear, to your radio and TV carrier waves, to your microwave oven, to the sun's heat rays, to the colors you see, to ultraviolet, to X-rays and gamma rays, in one unbroken continuum. All matter is subject to resonant frequency. That is, it naturally vibrates to one specific frequency. Take your garden swing, push it back and forth, and it swings a specific number of times per minute, depending on the length of the rope and the weight of the person on the swing. In the same way, the pendulum in your grandfather clock works. It has what is known as resonant frequency. You take a glass of water, you rub it with your wet finger around the rim. It will vibrate a specific tonal pitch. Its resonant frequency, move it faster and it will break the glass, just as an opera singer can shatter glass singing a certain tune. In the same way, a violin string, given its length, or a trumpet, given its column of air, resonates at a certain tone. Each radio and television station is assigned carrier frequencies on the dial that is generated by resonance. If one were to look at the Earth through a spectroscope from outer space, the radiant energy from the internet and the web of communications covering our planet would make it glow like a resonant sphere of light, like a bright new star in the heavens. A spectroscope is an optical instrument that makes visible the invisible waves of radiant energy. Now, futurist philosopher George Gilder postulated that to anyone from space peering through a spectroscope on our planet Earth, the radiant energy of electromagnetic waves from the internet would appear as a swirling sphere of light, the brightest star of the heavens. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Henares making your day with the 12th part of an article I wrote on the information age. Chapter, The Brightest Star of the Heavens. This luminous ball reflects physicist James Maxwell's rainbow, each arc of light bearing a signatory wavelength. As the traffic flows through fiber optic trunks, it glows infrared across the continents and under the seas. As more people use the wireless means to access each other through cell phones and the internet, this infrared ball grows a penumbra of microwaves suffused with billions of moving sparks. Piercing this penumbra are rich spikes of radio frequencies confined in coaxial cables, circling through neighborhoods and hooking into each household. Spangling the internet are more than 100 million nodes of concentrated standing waves, each a computer host with microprocessors with microwave frequencies running up to gigahertz. The radiance reaches skywards from 400 to 800 miles to thousands of low orbit satellites, each sending cores of light between Earth and sky in the Q band between 12 and 18 gigahertz. Now imagine that every 100 days the total brightness doubles. In those 100 days, the total number of computer and TV screens rise by 1/3. Customers move from 28 kilobyte links to 56 kilobyte and beyond. And Ethernets leap from 10 megabits per second to 100 megabits and then up to a gigabit, all pumped at the lumens of radiance is circling our Earth. As the intensity of light rises, as more photons of traffic flash through the webs of glass and air, the change pushes the overall frequency or average color of the light. So, as the brightness increases, its average color also inches up the spectrum. The global iridescence changes its dominant hues. If it were a rainbow, the center of intensity would move from red through green to violet. Ultimately, this radiant light of the internet will run most of the commerce of the earth. In fact, more value will move by resonant light than by all the world's supertankers, pipelines, 18-wheeler trucks, and airships put together. Yet all these frequencies, visible on the spectroscope in space, are invisible to you. The internet is a cloak of many colors for the communications of the world. But human senses can grasp none of the tints and spangles. The 400 terahertz of visible light are absent in the links. On the ball of the internet frequencies, the only light visible to you, sparkles in the billion phosphorescent spots where there is a computer or a TV screen. The internet is a network of networks of learning curves and melodies seeking their points of harmonic resonance. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Larry Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.